Hello dear friends, welcome back to another episode from my channel Biology at the rate Priyojit. Please subscribe my channel if you already have not done so. Click on the bell button and select all to get all the future notifications on the newly released videos. This video tutorial is all about some very basic multiple choice questions from molecular biology. Definitely it is really necessary to practice more and more MCQs for growing our conception and proper understanding. Now let us begin. Now the question is, satellite DNA is important because it, there are four options. The options are code A, codes for enzymes needed for DNA replication. Option B, codes for proteins needed in cell cycle. Option C shows high degree of polymorphism in population and also the same degree of polymorphism in an individual, which is heritable from parents to children. Option D does not code for proteins and is same in all members of the population. Here the correct answer will be option C. It shows high degree of polymorphism in population and also the same degree of polymorphism in an individual, which is heritable from parents to children. Because the logic is satellite DNA is the region which is comprised of repeated sequence. This region does not encode for any proteins or enzymes. This region shows a high degree of polymorphism in the population or between two different organisms. This property can be used for DNA fingerprinting analysis. The satellite DNA shows the same degree of polymorphism in related individual. This property can be used for paternity testing, in which the offspring and parent have the same degree of polymorphism. Thus the correct answer here is the option C. Now we'll go for the next question. Bolbiani rings are sites of, there are four options. Option A, RNA synthesis. Option B, protein lipid synthesis. Option C, nucleotide synthesis, and option D, polysaccharide synthesis. Here the correct answer will be option A, RNA synthesis, because Bolbiani rings are a large puff of polytene chromosome present during larval development in dipterans. The puffs constitute a gene or group of genes that are actively synthesizing RNA. The RNA is transported to the cytoplasm from the nucleus to carry out the process protein synthesis. Bolbiani rings are the site of RNA synthesis only. So here the correct answer is option A, RNA synthesis. Now I will go for the next question. Which one of the following is not applicable to RNA? There are four options. Option A, Chargaff's rule. Option B, complementary base pairing. Option C, 5 phosphoryl and 3 hydroxylates. Option D is heterocyclic nitrogenous bases. Here the correct answer will be Chargaff's rule, because RNA is single stranded, so it does not follow Chargaff's rule. So this is not applicable to RNA. Chargaff's rule states that DNA from any cell of all organisms should have 1:1 ratio base pair rule of pyrimidine and purine bases, that the amount of guanine is equal to cytosine and the amount of adenine is equal to thymine. Thus the correct answer here is option A, that is the Chargaff's rule. Next question. The chromosomes in which centromere is situated close to one end are, there are four options: acrocentric, telocentric, submetacentric, and metacentric. Here the correct answer will be acrocentric, option A. because chromosomes can be classified according to the position of centromeres. If the centromere is present somewhere in between but not exactly in the middle of the chromosome, it is called as submetacentric. When chromosomes having centromere exactly in the middle, it is called as metacentric. Acrocentric chromosomes have centromere located very near to its end. They appear as rod-shaped or eye-shaped chromosomes. The telocentric chromosomes have centromere located at the end of the chromosome. Thus, here the correct answer is option A, that is acrocentric. Now the question is, gene regulation governing lactose operon of E. coli that involves the LAC-I gene product is, there are four options. Negative, option A, negative and inducible because repressor protein prevents transcription. Option B, negative and repressible because repressor protein prevents transcription. Option C, feedback inhibition because excess of beta galactosidase can switch off transcription. Option D, positive and inducible because it can be induced by lactose. Here the correct answer will be option A, negative and inducible because repressor protein prevents transcription. The logic is, in negative inducible operon, a regulatory repressor protein is normally bound to the operator, which prevents the transcription of the genes in the operon. In an inducer, if an inducer molecule is present, it binds to the repressor and changes its conformation so that it is unable to bind to the operator. This allows for expression of the operon. The lac operon is a negatively controlled inducible operon where the inducer molecule is allolactose. Now we'll go for the next question. In sea urchin DNA, which is double-stranded, 17% of the bases were shown to be cytosine. The percentages of the other three bases expected to be present in this DNA are, there are four options: G 17%, A 16.5, T 32.5. Option B, G 17%, A 33, T 33%. Option C, G 8.5%, A 50%, T 24.5%. Option D, G 34%, A 24.5%, T 24.5%. Here the correct answer will be option B, G 17%, A 33% and T 33%, because according to Chargaff's rule, all cellular DNAs regardless of the species, numbers of adenine residues is equal to the number of thymidine residues, which means that A double hydrogen bonded with 3 and the number of guanine residue is equal to the number of cytosine residues. In the given question, there are 17 cytosine, which means the guanine percentage is also 17, thus the percentage of G and cytosine is equal to 34. Percentage of A plus T will be 100 minus 34 is equal to 66. So adenine percentage will be 66 by 2 is equal to thymine percentage, that is 33. So the correct answer is G 17%, A 33% and T 33%. The correct answer is option B. I will go for the next question. Here the two columns, select the correct option. Here the answer will be option A, because during transcription the RNA polymerase read the template DNA strand in the 3' to 5' direction, but the mRNA is formed in the 5' to 3' direction. The codons of the mRNA reading frame are translated in the 5' to 3' direction into amino acid by a ribosome to produce a polypeptide chain. Now go for the next question. Transformation, a very easy question. Transformation was discovered by, there are four options: Michelson and Stahl, Hershey and Chase, Griffith, and option D is Watson and Crick. Here the correct answer will be Griffith, option C. Transformation is the genetic alteration of a cell resulting from the direct uptake and incorporation of exogenous genetic material from its surrounding and taken up through the cell membrane, and the process was first demonstrated in 1928 by British bacteriologist Frederick Griffith. So here the correct answer is option C, Griffith. Which one of the following is wrongly matched? There are four options: transcription, that is writing information from DNA to tRNA. Option B, translation, using information in mRNA to make protein. Option C, repressor protein binds to operator to stop enzyme synthesis. Option D, operon structural genes, operator and promoter. Here the correct answer will be transcription, writing information from DNA to RNA, because transcription is the process of copying genetic information from one strand of the DNA into RNA, where in principle of complementarity guesses the process of transcription. Transcription is writing information from DNA to any kinds of RNA, not only DNA to tRNA. Here the option E is wrongly matched, and this will be the correct answer. Next question: which enzyme or enzymes will be produced in a cell in which there is a nonsense mutation in the LAC-Y gene in the lac operon? There are four options: option A, beta galactosidase; option B, lactose permease; option C, transacetylase; and option D is lactose permease and transacetylase. Here the correct answer will be option A, beta galactosidase, because nonsense mutation is a type of mutation in which the sense codon is changed to a chain terminating codon or stop codon. The LAC gene encoding enzymes are LAC-Z, LAC-Y and LAC-A. Transcription of LAC-Z occurs before transcription of LAC-Y and LAC-A. A nonsense mutation in the LAC-Y gene will produce non-functional permease. A stop codon will be introduced in the sequence of the after LAC-Z gene. Since only beta galactosidase enzyme is produced and permease and transacetylase enzymes are not produced, lactose is not transported into the cell here. So the correct answer will be option A, that is beta galactosidase. Now we'll go for the next question. The diagram shows an important concept in the genetic implication of DNA. Fill in the blanks A to C. There are four options: A, transcription; B, replication; and C will be James Watson. Option B, A, translation; B, transcription; C, Arvind Chargaff. Option C, A, transcription; B, translation; and C, Francis Crick. And option D is A, translation; B, extension; and C, Rosalind Franklin. Here the correct answer will be option C, that is A, transcription; B, translation; and C, Francis Crick. The process by which RNA is synthesized from DNA to DNA is transcription. Here A is transcription, the process by which proteins are made from RNA, mRNA, that is translation. Here B is translation. This scheme represents central dogma of molecular biology, which was proposed by Francis Crick. Hence C is Francis Crick. So the correct answer is A, transcription; B, translation; and C, Francis Crick. A normal visioned man whose father was colorblind marries a woman whose father was also colorblind. They have their first child as a daughter. What are the chances that this child could be colorblind? Here there are four options: A 25%, B 50%, C 100%, D 0%. Here the correct answer will be option D 0%, because colorblindness is an X-linked disease, so woman whose father was colorblind will be carrier to the disease. After looking at the cross, the daughter born to them can be either normal or carrier for the disease, but the possibility of colorblindness is 0%. So the correct answer here will be option D, that is 0%. Now I'll go for the next question. If one strand of DNA has the nitrogenous base sequence as ATCTG, what would be the complementary RNA strand sequence? There are four options: AACTG, B ATCGU, option C TTAGU, option D UAGAC. Here the correct answer will be option D UAGAC, because pairing in strands follows the pairing principle, that is A with U and C with G. The given sequence on DNA strand is as follows: ATCGT, ATCTG. Thus the complementary one on RNA will be UAGAC. Now the question is, which one of the following is not a part of transcription unit in DNA? There are four options: A promoter, B the structural gene, C the inducer, and the last option is terminator. Here the correct answer will be option C inducer, because transcription of DNA results in mRNA encoding at least one gene. The mRNA however serves as templates for protein synthesis through translation. Transcription unit is a specific section of DNA which is transcribed into mRNA. The transcription unit has three main parts: a promoter, a structural gene, and a terminator. Thus the correct answer here is option C, the inducer. I'll go for the next question. Removal of introns and joining of exons in a defined order during transcription is called as, there are four options: splicing, slicing, looping, inducing. Here the correct answer will be option B, splicing, because removal of introns and joining the exons is in a defined order in transcription unit is called as splicing. Splicing is a modification of the nascent pre-messenger RNA transcript which introns are removed and exons are joined. For nuclear encoded genes, splicing takes place within the nucleus after or concurrently with transcription. Splicing is needed for the typical eukaryotic messenger RNA because it can be used to produce a correct protein through translation. For many eukaryotic introns, splicing is done in a series of reactions which are catalyzed by the enzyme complex spliceosome of small nuclear ribonucleoproteins. but there are also self-splashing neutrons. So here the correct answer will be option B, that is splashing. That's it, and I believe the video will help you all. If you like this video, please hit the like button and share the video with your friends. If you have any doubt, you can comment on this video. Subscribe to this channel to get more and more video like this in future. I'll see you in the next video, which will come very soon. Thank you.